A very good morning, or welcome to London Planespotting. Welcome to London City Airport. And what a view this is! Already sunrise here and in London. We've got an E2 from Helvetic heading out right now. I had to start a little bit early because I wanted to show the Helvetic to you guys. Good morning, I hope you're all well. Lewis here from London Planespotting. It's very windy, very cold, but we're all good. We're all set up. Hopefully you can hear me. The wind's not too bad. Let me know if it's inaudible, and we'll try. But it's the mic's tucked into a pocket, or the lapel, I should say. The winds like that. Where, yes, I did have to hold the tripod right one because that was going into the docks. My goodness. Hopefully you can still hear me. So it should make for some interesting arrivals. We've already had a disruption to the schedule already, and I will tell you what that is in a moment's time. I love this sunrise. Look at that over London City. Isn't that beautiful? It's a very busy London City, or it's set up to be a very busy London City. Quite a few aircraft parked over on stand 20 and above. We had a bit more turn up when I was here, or actually they were here and then they've gone, unfortunately, but we have got also this beauty here who has been loading up. She's now finished. That is the Zurich flight that we've got. Sorry, no, Geneva flight, my mistake. Geneva flight, the Zurich flight is Helvetic that we've got, so we'll see that very soon. Camera's not level, hang on folks. That wind pushed the camera. There we go. So, let's go over to the chat very soon. Helvetic is lining up. Oh, I realise we haven't got radio. Hang on. Oh, I thought I was organised today. Turn the radio on and we can hear what they are saying. There we go. Right, Helvetic heading off now. Wookie is about to leave. Captain Wookie, our first flight of the day. Let's watch. This is the Zurich flight here from Helvetic. This is Zurich Swiss 72 Victor heading off to Zurich with an E190 E2.
We are ready. This flight here, the Hotel, hello, start to improve, shooting 2006. There's a 6 start proof, this flight, thank you.
How amazing does that sunrise look when the planes take off? Look at that, it's already crabbing. Look at that, the crosswinds. You can slightly see the body tilting or swaying to the left, and it's travelling sort of right, but it looks like it's going to the left. That is the crosswinds, and that's how powerful the crosswinds are this morning. Really powerful stuff today. Make some interesting arrivals, it really does. Welcome to everyone on the chat. We've just heard on the radio also Swiss is getting ready to start, so we'll focus on Swiss very soon. Don't forget to stay around for the end of the show. Our final 2023 end of year montage of all our best bits is on the clip as well. Have a look at that, looking forward to that. We'll post that later on as well, but we will show it on today's live stream at the end on our sort of wrap up and thank you notes to everyone for this year. I can hear an engine. I don't know if it's I think it's a Pratt & Whitney. Oh no, hang on, I'm getting confused there. That might be just the noise of the fuel truck. We should start hearing a Pratt & Whitney engine very, very soon. Let's go over to the chat. Good morning everyone who has joined us. Gary G, hope you're well. I hope I can stay awake enough in the North Pacific Northwest. Hello to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you did stay up. I haven't dozed off just yet. James, good morning to you. Paddy, good morning. Is saying that he is like number 8. Please do hit that like button. Really does help us out. Thank you very much if you just joined us. David Bone, one of our mods today, along with Lynn. Good morning, and Wayne I have seen earlier as well, or later on in the show, so thank you Wayne, there he is. Carl, good morning to you, hope you are good. That is a Pratt & Whitney engine. Lynn, good morning, that we mentioned I think. UFC Walk, hope you're good. Emma, good morning, hope you are good. Goosey, good morning. Norman, good morning. Charmaine, good morning as well. I feel like this is like a registered call out. Tom from Departure Now, good morning to you. I'm going to just go over here because KLM is inbound and she is already battling with that wind. So we'll just focus on her. Very strong winds. KLM handled like a pro as always. They are used to that. They do get strong winds in Schiphol. Lee, good morning to you. Hope you are well as well. Wayne also celebrating 8 months and asking where's the Swiss chocolate? I don't know. I told you, still with customs. They're terrible. Never seen that one again. I hope everyone is well on the chat. Thank you for joining us. Who's still in a food coma? I know I am. I've gone for a very light breakfast. I haven't had it yet, but I've gone for a very light breakfast. It is fruit because I cannot stomach another heavy meal. I've had more or less three days of heavy meals and I am absolutely done. I need to detox. Swiss should be moving very soon. We'll focus on KLM just as we wait for a moment. We're expecting another KLM inbound. Both Amsterdam flights. I don't know if this one's actually late or not. I don't know what they're... I think they're running a little bit late. Brandon, hope you're well. Good morning to you. Swiss on the move. How beautiful does that look? See if we can get up close with the pilots. They are going to have to wait, I think, because KLM, the second Amsterdam KLM flight, is inbound very soon, and yeah, I think they're making them wait. But how beautiful does that plane look up close? Ain't she a stunner? Beautiful Swiss. And it seems fitting that an A220 is the star of the show this morning for our final show of 2023, because she's a much loved aircraft on this Planespotting channel. Honestly, she really is, for me personally, and I know many of you guys on the chat. So I'm glad that we get to see them operate today. KLM inbound very soon. We'll focus on that very soon. They're currently at 3,000 feet and descending. They are 108 knots speed. That's quite low, but that is due to the wind being pushing them, or dragging them along, I should say. Don't forget to hit that like, please. Here is KLM inbound. And if you guys thought, oh no, we're not going to see any more Wookiees, we'll think again, because we've got one coming up next, inbound, just after Swiss takes off. We should see, there's a beautiful noise on the Pratt & Whitney engines. We should see a company aircraft from Zurich inbound. So Swiss Airbus A220 here going to Geneva, this one. Keep those likes coming, folks. And she's taking the shorter route off the runway because of the company A220 inbound very soon. How beautiful does that sunrise look with the Wookiee? DC loves it. Aviator to fly, welcome to you. Hope you're well. So this is Swiss 58 Hotel, heading off to Geneva, operated by Juliet Bravo Charlie, a regular here at City Airport. It's a 7-year-old aircraft. Colin, welcome to you. Okay, A220. Inbound A220. There she is. A bit of a distance, a little bit of a morning haze this morning. Michael, good morning to you, hope you're well. If the camera is shaking, apologies, that is the wind. I am holding it as much as I can. Double Swiss, double Wookiees. So the Zurich flight, which is just coming right now, will actually take the same place normally of the Geneva flight, which is going to be stand 10. So they are actually travelling the whole distance of the runway, you can see here.
Good morning, Flyer 5 Charlie, with information Charlie, unit 1006, and 190 front of it. 23 request start. Flight 5 Charlie, City Star, hello, just starting through.
And the Geneva flight has just lined up and is now ready to go, so we'll focus on this as well now.
Hotel, wind is 33014, runway 27, take off. 27, clear for takeoff, 58 Hotel.
You have to, we'll explain to you the reason in just a moment's time. We'll just get this departure out. Here we go. Just watch the crosswinds pick up this aircraft and it goes sideways. There it is, there you go. See it slightly veer to the left. It's still travelling to the right. That is the crosswinds, ladies and gentlemen. Goosey, bless you, thank you so much. Goosey's giving everyone 5 memberships up to grabs as a donation. A huge thank you to you, Goosey, much appreciated. If you would like to follow suit with Goosey, you can do if you're a member. If not, you can join our memberships, or you can use the super chat and super stickers. A huge thank you to everyone who supports us throughout this year. We really do appreciate you. So just to inform you about your question earlier about why the Swiss took the whole length of the runway, it is because they've been assigned gate 10. Now gate 10 means that they have to travel along this stretch of the taxiway. Now for an E190 or an E195, that's perfectly fine. For an E2, E190 or E15, or an A220, which has a much wider wingspan, that is not possible because they are potentially meaning that they could clip another aircraft or a building. Now the biggest problem we have here at City Airport is this building here. That creates a problem. That's too close to the taxiway for an Airbus A220 or an E2 aircraft because of their wider wingspan. So to fix that issue, what air traffic control do, if they're assigned over to 10, they will get them to taxi along the runway to the end and then come off to near the taxi area. That's what they've been doing lately. And then what you'll notice when they actually depart and they're travelling off the other side of the runway, they will actually backtrack onto the runway and then come back off again. Yeah, there you go. For one reason, the mobile wasn't charging, but it is now. There we go. I wondered why it was going to sleep all the time. Dublin flight next from British Airways City Flyer inbound here. This is City Flyer Flyer 77 Charlie. Yeah, see, we've actually had a look on channel when we finished the show. You actually witness the issues that it can cause, that building, that can cause an aircraft, because when ITA Airways first arrived here on day 2 of their operations, they went the wrong turning and they had to immediately stop because they breached the perimeter of a safer zone for taxiway. Air traffic control told them to stop. They had to get moved. They had to power engine. It caused a bit of disruption to the flight. Really interesting to see. It was a great example why these aircraft have to avoid that building. So have a look on the video page of the channel so you can see that video later on today. Speaking about ITA Airways, we are actually finding out that ITA has turned around. So we're going to find out what's happening with ITA Airways. I'm not sure. She diverted back to Milan. Whether she goes again, I'm not too sure. They might, if the flight is not full and there is space on the next flight, they might actually get that flight full, usual passengers on the earlier flight to this one, and the 1:30 flight might be packed with both flights on board, both passengers on board. So I'm assuming it's weather related that has caused that diversion. I don't think there's an aircraft issue. I think they got into the air, realised the weather conditions are not suitable, and that they would be probably holding for quite some time, because the crosswinds were really strong this morning. So I think they have opted. I'm only surmising here and theorising here, but I think that it sounds like they've opted to just move that flight to, or pack it up to the second flight, the lunchtime flight, which is at 1:30. Now, I don't think we are going to be here that long for that flight. We'll just have to wait and see. They might, let it go out a little bit earlier or later. In fact, we're going to push that one out. I'm not too sure. We'll just have to see and find out. JJ, thank you so much for your kind words. So it's great to find a channel that is informative and not just about self-promotion. Thank you so much, we appreciate it. Do hit that like button and subscribe. Derek Perry, welcome to you. Says hello, City Spoilers from Switzerland. Whereabouts in Switzerland? To you, Derek Perry, because I tell you what, I love Switzerland. Love to be in Zurich. Zurich Airport is a spotter's dream. It really is. We've done many live shows over at Zurich, It's a fantastic airport to spot at. So many great locations as well for spotters. But thank you guys for joining us. Okay. See flyer operating here through flyer 5 Charlie, heading off to Edinburgh. Now they opted to go a very steep climb. Maybe that is to get out of the crosswind that's operated at a bit of a distance over there. Obviously a bit of a lighter plane. Let's check in on the Zurich flight. We've got passengers offloading, as you can see here. David's just asked Derek about the mountain locale, what the situations are like with the mountains, if there's nice snow in the area, and we've just informed Derek that only the high mountains have a large amount of snow. It's fantastic to see. Beautiful Swiss. The only thing the thing with Switzerland for me, which shocked me, was how quickly around Zurich the weather changes. Because there's so many sort of mountains in the area, you could literally go from having a perfect summer's day to blissfully cold, pouring rain, high winds. It blew my it caught me out a couple of times when we were streaming. It really did. But yeah, really nice to see. Sensia88, good morning to you. So just subscribed through a live under the Wesley departure path. So I'm hearing the planes overhead and enjoying that. Thank you so much to you. I'm glad you also get to enjoy the beautiful departures I should say, from where you are. I get them as well where I am, my house. There as is sort of the path which banks around to sort of line up to Heathrow, or if they're departing, it's the sort of departure path, or if they're going over to Europe, it's that direction. And it's really nice to see. You can so tell an aircraft from the noise, especially with the Airbus A220. They really make a beautiful noise. And thank you for joining us. Do hit that like button. It really does pay off. This is the reason why you're able to see us, and why you've been recommended, because other people have hit that like button. The more likes we get, it helps with YouTube algorithms, and we get recommended. And we grow our community, and we have a fantastic community. It's one thing I'm really proud of. 2 years ago we started this, more than 2 years now, and I'm so proud of what has been achieved for this channel. It's been a fantastic year 2023. Like I say, we've got the video montage, as it's our final 2023 show. Our final live show of the year, and really looking forward to 2024. Lots planned ahead. We won't reveal too much, but stick around folks. There's a reason to subscribe, and thank you. Michael, well, it's always expensive in Switzerland. The beer and also the coffee. My God, I think I was charged nearly £7 for a coffee, and it wasn't even a large one. And there's me complaining about London prices. It is expensive in Switzerland, won't lie, but I don't mind it because it's such a beautiful place. It really is.
Flight 5126, hello, continue approach. Destin 22014, Gustin 24.
Okay, Rotterdam flight is the next arriving aircraft. That is Flyer 512 inbound that we just heard. So I hope your Christmases went well. Hope you did you get any plane spotting presents? Let us know, guys. Anything aviation related? You tell us. The KLM flight is just boarding. I didn't get any plane spotting sort of presents this year. So first time I've not had anything like that themed. Right, we're talking about coffee earlier. Bear with me, folks. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm just going to have my coffee. I went for a cappuccino flask today.
Flyer 512, setting 230, 15 knots, showing 27, clear to land.
Carl's just asked if there's any rowers out today. None whatsoever. They're all indoors, my friend. The rowing club here has got a state-of-the-art indoor facility as well. It's really cool. You actually see it when you park the car up here, and they can do like rowing simulators where they do exactly what we do here but indoors. So in the winter periods they move all their sort of schedules and operations indoors. It is pretty cold, and to be honest I don't think I would want to be on the water in this temperature. I mean, God knows what the temperature is of that water. It's probably ice cold. Do you know what, Michael, you are so spot on. It really frustrates me after travelling to Europe, places like Germany, Switzerland, Austria, how far behind UK airports are when it comes to spotting, and also encouraging it. It's really a bit of a, not frowned upon, it's kind of, it was frowned upon a few years back, but things have changed now. But it was sort of the dirty sort of thing, wasn't it? It was, no, we don't want spotters in our location sort of thing, and some airports are still like that. But over in Europe, they just love it. And why not, quite frankly? I don't understand what the positive is to sort of shoo away spotters at an airport, because if you do right, it really works. There is the Rotterdam flight. That's what really that annoys me, because Zurich is probably the best, in my opinion, best airport for spotters. Absolutely one of the best in Europe, if not the best. The platform is amazing, the main platform. They've also got another one which you can get there as well, and not only that, assorted around the airport, just sort of random locations. And when I say random locations, I don't mean that they're so random you can't see anything. They're decent locations, but there's so many sort of perimeter spotting locations, and they actually do it right. You know, there's little bars and cafes around there. There's burger huts and eateries and parking spaces. There's elevated locations so that you can see above the fence. It's perfect, and you know, they do it perfectly well. So does Munich and Frankfurt. They do it really well as well. Schiphol does it great as well. It's just such a shame that we don't see that here in London, in most other locations in the UK. A lot of airport operators, it's sort of the last fault of theirs to sort of prioritise that. We're lucky here in London City, because City Airport has a very good, because it's opposite the pathway, a public pathway. You get a very good view. You can't fault it here at City Airport. It's one of my favourite for plane spottings, because it's over a docks, the Royal Docks. You don't have any obstacles at all, which you get as perfect pictures we've got right today. Not always the case for Gatwick, and not always the case for Heathrow, and that's such a shame. It really is. So yeah, it is a shame, really. They could have done better with that one, if you want my honest opinion, but it is what it is. But Zurich blows my mind when it comes to plane spotting locations. Really fantastic. I even saw that their main sort of plane spotting location, they do special events. I saw in the summer they did a nightclub, a pop-up nightclub. How about that? Having a nightclub party. There was a concert on the spotting deck in front of an active airport, with the views of all these planes around you. How about that? That is my type of nightclub. That is, I would love that. Absolutely love it. It looked fantastic to see. And they do all these sort of special events. And you pay for it. I think it's, I don't know what it is now in Zurich. It was at 1.5 francs, Swiss francs. I don't know if that's still the same. Derek, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's still the case or not. But yeah, really, really good to see, and I didn't mind paying that. And if you were flying out on the day, or in or out, you could have that entry for free as long as you showed your boarding pass, which was a fantastic thing to have. Dave Bone, everyone mentions the Queen's Building. Unfortunately, I just missed out on the Queen's Building. I didn't get into plane spotting until later to enjoy that beauty, but yeah, it looked amazing, the Queen's Building. Such a shame they got rid of that, but they did when they got rid of T2.
Third morning, get up 32 Charlie,
Michael, you've got to pay a premium for those air tours. I saw that when I was actually at Zurich. I tried to get one, it was fully booked. And then I found out how much it was. I think it was over 1,000 francs, or 900 francs, I think it was. Which I'd love, but maybe a bit not. 380 just above us, folks. Heading in to London Heathrow from British Airways. There she is. It's a little bit cloudy above, but she's right above us. over on stand 22 we can see the C4 about to start their engines. We're expecting the Amsterdam KLM flight inbound soon as well. Yeah, I mean, use that, Goosey, but I'm personally, it doesn't sit right with me. I can't see how they can justify that. Because if you go to Schiphol, Schiphol, you are close. You're really close. And so are you with Zurich Airport. They could easily install in that area security, which Zurich have done, which I think is an issue. But it is what it is. It's not going to change, is it? Yep, that's another one gone as well, JJ. Gatwick's viewing platform. I have to say, Gatwick is a real struggle to spot out now, unfortunately. We're quite lucky that where we are, we have permission, but I know it's not that easy for everyone. Because we've got another KLM flight inbound, the earlier KLM flight that came in earlier is heading out as well. They're starting their engines. We should see them taxi very soon. For everyone who has just joined us, please make sure you hit that like button. Very true, Mike. We'll have to agree with you that one. Yeah, I would love it as well if that was the case. Carl, totally agree with you on that one. I think that's the reason as well. I find that a lot of these aircrafts which do have perfect spotting locations and great spotting locations are ones that are publicly owned. That way, and probably wind at the moment, they have changed the schedule a little bit because of the wind situation, the weather situation. We are boarding passengers for Swiss here as well. Interesting as well, KLM is moving their second aircraft as well. Now, these should have departed a bit of a time ago because they are slightly delayed. So there's no sort of, that's probably the reason why we're getting both of them at the same time, because the schedule for KLM is slightly messed up due to weather conditions. City Fly has been given clearance, they were taxiing first. This is the Dublin flight. So City Fly 91 Charlie is taxiing. We'll see them go very soon now. Whoa, okay. Sorry, the weather had. There we go. Winds really picked up there. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Lion 91 Charlie, contact center from 1 Charlie, section 23014, runway 27, take off. Here, take us to get in.
Okay, our first KLM flight heading off. They have gone really high there. But the wind is so powerful or something.
Thank you, contact center 1287 goodbye.
132 Charlie, please.
Airline 984, report ready.
We are ready for departure, come 984.
Airline 984, roger via Mike, line up and wait, runway 27.
Via Mike, line up and wait, 27, come 984.
while we just wait for KLM, I'm just going to secure my bag because it is flying out quite, it's blowing away every time the wind picks up.
Surface wind 23 degrees, 16 knots, noise 27 clear to take off.
Let's take off 27
There we go.
7-1 Juliet request.
Yeah, 7-1 Juliet, pass message.
Right.
I'm looking to delay the flight time to 0925, please.
Oh, you're joking, don't say it's going to rain.
Fantastic, thank you, 7-1 Juliet.
It's not supposed to rain. Did they change the weather forecast? No, I think we're going to risk it. Just a passing cloud, unfortunately. Okay. Second KLM flight. Again, Amsterdam flight, this one. Let's just watch. Very grey over London, and there is a sort of a light speck of rain. I think we'll be alright. There's no reported heavy rain or anything, even light rain reported, but you can see how grey London is at the moment. That is London at the moment, folks. Very grey, not very nice. Camera even struggling with that. There you go. But that is a grey London city, and then you go over here, over to Greenwich area, and it's not too bad. And over the Docklands and over Tilbury Way, it's clear. So we'll see. Inbound next is another KLM flight. This is the third KLM flight I mentioned to you earlier. This is the Amsterdam flight yet again from KLM Seehopper. This is actually on time. In fact, it's actually early, this one. It's coming into view right now. And you know what? It might struggle because it's getting very windy. There we go.
Tower 571 Juliet, stand 6, 2H1006, requested to start here.
571 Juliet, start please.
Thank you, 571 Juliet.
Any left down 7.
Any left down 7, command 7.
Crane Hawk pilot, hope you're well. Welcome to you.
736, sir. Surface in 22 degrees, 11 knots, runway 27 clear to land.
Joined us as soon as you've woken up. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning to you. You lucky thing, you nice lay in there. It was a struggle to get up. Alarm woke me up at 6 a.m. this morning, and I've not had the alarm on for a long time. Oh, please tell me it's not going to be heavy rain. I really don't want to get the covers out. I'm going to have to if I do. It's not supposed to be raining, but anyway. Yeah. Good luck to you, I say. Great Hawk, because I would be doing it. If I wasn't Planespotting today, I'd have a nice lay in. It's very rare I don't have I get the opportunity to turn off the alarm, and my alarm goes off at no, 5 o'clock. No, 5:30. Sorry. It's yeah. It's not nice. Not looking forward to the second when I go back to work. Jim, welcome to you. Saying no problems there from KLM. Well done to them. They do know how to handle wind. JJ said it as well. They are very good. One thing I've discovered, especially with sea hopper flights, with KLM, because they're based in because they're based at Schiphol, they really know how to handle the wind. Like most pilots, of course, if not all of them, but these are well experienced because they do get a lot of crosswinds when you operate at Schiphol. So good morning everyone who's just joined us. Lewis here from London Planespotting. Don't forget to hit that like button. I hope you had a very nice Christmas. You got your stuff to your brim with chocolates. I'm sure we've all got them chocolates still. I know I have. That and marzipan. I love my marzipan, so I've got a load of marzipan fruits in the cupboard. Go on in. Who had Bubble and Squeak on Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day? For us it was day after Boxing Day. It was yesterday we had our Bubble and Squeak. Because we actually have 2 Christmas meals. We have the Christmas Day one because I go to a family on Christmas Day, and then the family comes to us on Boxing Day, the other side of the family, and we have about 13 of them come here, and we have a huge meal, and it's huge. So a lot of food left over, and it was Bubble and Squeak. And I do like a Bubble and Squeak. I only have it right after Boxing Day. It's the only time I have a Bubble and Squeak. It's just like a tradition. Ah, Carl, how can you say that? Marzipan is beautiful. I could eat it in blocks. Globe is going to be inbound. This is going to be a tricky one, so let's focus on it. Globe Air inbound right now. Very small plane. This is the Citation 510 from Cessna, Globe Air operating from Lyon. Very tiny plane. Very well done there, pilots. Swain says, if you're still eating those evil green thing sprouts, no wonder your butt's squeaking. There was a lot of sprouts in that one. I shan't go into detail. I think I could make out a brass band, which I was doing in the evening after that Bubble and Squeak. Now that's all I'm going to say. Bubble and Squeak's lovely, absolutely gorgeous. Daniel, morning to you. Hope you're well, my friend. You're never late, don't worry my friend. Hope your Christmas was good. I know you don't really do a lot on Christmas, do they, on Christmas Day? Were you working? I can't remember if you said you were or not, but I hope it was restful, whatever it was.
Report ready.
Yeah, yesterday food-wise, Bubblin's Creek for the evening. That was your dinner. But I always have, again, we have a lot of sort of meats left over, so I make a Christmas turkey sandwich, my own Christmas turkey sandwich, and it's a club sandwich. And this is, hear me out, folks. This is what the club sandwich consists of. The first way, obviously, you get your buttered bread. Now it can be white bread, it can be brown bread. In this case I only had white bread, so I had white bread. And then you put your mayo, your cranberry sauce, you put your turkey, a layer of lettuce, and then you put a dividing slice of bread. But this is not just any dividing slice of bread, folks. This is your gravy soaked slice of bread, because that's the moister. That's what we call the moister. You put that on, that becomes your middle. That's your middle moister. I won't say moist anymore because the people don't like it. And then we have the stuffing on the other side, a bit of bacon left over, and any sausage meat or anything like that. And then you put your other bread on. That is the Christmas leftover sandwich, and it is absolutely divine. And unfortunately, I am going to have to put covers on because the sodding rain has begun, and we're not supposed to get rain. Thanks. Great forecast today. Spot on. Right, folks, bear with me 1 minute. I've got to cover this because it's getting a bit thick and heavy. Really annoying that, but she's getting a bit too wet for my liking. Hang on, give me a moment, folks. If anything changes, stay with us. It means I've pressed a button which I shouldn't have. Hang on. I won't be able to show you this aircraft coming up because I do need to just cover everything. So your patience are greatly appreciated here. You watch, I put everything on and it will magically stop as it always does. There we go. That's that. Let's cover the electrics. Come on. I've not set up for a winter setup. Well, I'm not set up for a raining setup, so it's a bit iffy at the moment, folks. Gonna have to move this. That's gonna be in my way. There we go. That's better. Oh, what on earth? It was never supposed to rain. Met Office, you let me down today. Travel Masters 1, welcome to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Apologies, I'm not panning around. I'll tell you what, let me just do this. If I do it, I can zoom out, at least you can see aircraft moving. Bear with me a minute, I need to cover the camera because the camera is getting wet now.
575 Alpha, Mike, line up and wait, runway 27, report ready.
Mike, line up and wait, runway 27,
Right, that's weird.
Flight 2 Bravo, contact 10 direct for 128.025, goodbye. 128.025, Flight 75 Alpha, 722018, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
7 clear for takeoff, flight 75 Alpha.
Right. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad because rather annoying. Apologies, folks. You've got a brief you got a brief view of the montage that we were going to show. It's starting to really come down, and it wasn't meant to now, and I don't know why, but I don't seem to have all of my covers I normally have. So I've got one, and I've covered the main encoder, but the
Flight 75 Alpha, contact 10 1.8.025, goodbye.
the other cover I use for camera is missing. I think it's probably at home. I forgot to pack it. I don't know why. I normally pack them all. But we'll just have to keep an eye on this rain. I'd love to stop pressing buttons. Unfortunately, Wayne, it was the I changed the wrong settings. Where on earth is this coming from? This is not meant to be here. Honestly, London City is supposed to be clear. You get it, this is. We'll have to wipe. Whoa! Honestly, look on Met Office, it's showing us fine. It's weird. That's why I decided to do it today. We'll soldier on, we'll see what it's like. If it gets worse, we might have to call it, folks, but we're... Right, so 11 o'clock, it's going to rain now, 40% chance it's stopping. It's a little cell that's just moving along here. can see it on the radar actually. It's moving along, but it was never meant to be this bad. So we'll just keep things monitored. Oh, jeez. I can see it clearing. We are literally in the middle of it. I'm gonna put the count. Just put it inside. All of a sudden, it's become horrible, and it wasn't meant to. Well, the Met Office has absolutely failed today in prediction of weather because it's still showing as clear. Oh, wasn't expecting this. We should be okay, folks. Oh yeah, this brings me back in it. It has to be a rainy day, doesn't it, on the last sort of show? Oh my god. Oop. Sun's trying to get through though. I mean, it's clearing. Let me just show you. That is what it is. There it is. This was under us, that dark cloud. On the right here is what's moving towards us. So it is stopping, but without a blooming a good force. The wind is really picking up. Was not expecting this today. It really wasn't. Right, 80-20 is moving. Nick, hope you're well. Welcome to you. You've joined us at the raining section of this show, which wasn't meant to be. It is going, but it's really annoying.
We enter the runway
Backtracking here from Swiss. Michael, appreciate it. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on things. It's the electrical parts. We're just making sure it's covered, and they are. The camera, you'll be surprised. The camera's actually quite robust. you just have to make sure you keep the electrical area of the camera clear, which is what I am doing. I'm just wiping everything. It's stopping now, thankfully. That came from nowhere. That was not expected. Hopefully that's the last of it. I'm hoping it looks clearer over there, to the right of us. There seems to be a sort of passing cell that we've just been caught up in. What are the odds, eh? So if you just joined us, welcome back. Apologies for that brief pause in the show. That wasn't nice. We just had a horrible rain cloud pass us, which caused a bit of mayhem for us. We weren't expecting that at all, and unfortunately, I don't know why, I think it might be in the car, 2 of my or 3 rain cover bags that I have aren't in my normal bag, so I couldn't cover everything I normally do, but we're good. Everything seems to be all good. Just gonna wipe certain things.
And there will be a change to the current RTR.
It just means we put the equipment in front of the screen. Hang on, sorry. That might be a bit blurry, to be fair.
Taxi holding point Mike.
We're taxi holding point Mike and we are ready for departure to see the submark.
Just follow up via Mike Ladder from runway 27.
Let's see if I can get a bit better. Hang on a moment, folks. I want to get the lens dried off for you because the lens got a little bit wet. That should. There we go. That should be better. And it is. Rather annoying that. So apologies for that. We're back. But you know me, never don't stop me. What's for breakfast there, Crane Hawk?
Taxi holder being stand 28.
Taxi beam 28.
Vacating the compound.
Birthday cake, blimey. Dave has recommended AccuWeather, or have a look at that. I'm always a bit sceptical of those types of apps because they're not UK apps, they're not British apps. So they import the information, they don't always get from reliable. Well, I say reliable, I mean Met Office is last down. You'd expect Met Office to be the most reliable in the UK, but clearly not. Gatwick, I remember, Wayne, I was soaked. I popped myself in front of the heater for that one.
Wind 26017.
Anyway, back to the show. Zurich here. How beautiful is that? Amazing.
Director 128.025, goodbye.
128.025, goodbye, Swiss Clinical.
We have the Glasgow flight inbound soon. Get you an update on what's going on.
570 Whiskey, New Connect 1007.
1007,
525 Bravo, New Connect 1007.
1007,
So we're expecting the Antwerp flight very soon as well. This is going to be the Dash 8.
Wilco, 570.
They currently haven't left yet. I don't know if we're going to get that today.
573 Whiskey.
573 Whiskey, weather 7260 degrees, 16 knots via Mike, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
I'd like to take a 530.
They've not moved an Antwerp flight, which makes me think they're going to hold until weather clears, because that will really have to battle the weather in that aircraft. That is a really tough weather to go into with the Dash 8. The Dash 8 will struggle 100%. Oh God, we're going back to sort of remembering. Well, you might call it one of the best bits, but it wasn't when you're standing in it. It might be if you're watching it in a nice dry room. I think that was the wasn't that the coronation stream? We had the absolute biblical weather. You couldn't even see. It looked like it was a fog, but it was actually rain. That's how bad it was. Yeah, that, and do you remember Zurich? That's the one I was saying where he just caught us off the blue, and it was, I think I went flying at one point. I had to go and get the hat and the cap. My bag went flying as well. I just broke up. It was just really bad. Yeah, the stance of the one stands out for me because that was that was the only time I actually had to cancel or cut the show shorter because of the weather. It's the only time we've done it. Which, when you think about it, is actually a great achievement nonetheless. But yeah, really was bad, that one. I've never seen rain like it. I think, if I remember correctly, I had to go have a shower or bath because I was absolutely muddy. I looked like I was in a mud fight. The birthday balloons. Yeah, was that this year? Was that 2023? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Let us know, guys, what your best bits were of the show this year that you can remember. Your fond memories of 2023 here on London Planespotting. The balloon incident was Gatwick that Wayne's talking about, and we were just casually filming, and all just in the corner of my eye I noticed on the right that there was a sort of a shine. What? Oh, wet. Didn't know they'd come up for an appearance. That, of course, is the condition of the runway, folks. Only kidding. So, yeah, and that caught us by surprise because it caused a lot of issues, and it shut down. We actually didn't realise until we packed. It was near the end of the show. I'd finished up, packed up, and then all of a sudden, I was driving home. I got a notification from the mods to say Gatwick's closed, and they closed Gatwick for an hour. And it turned out, we're more certain it was to do with the balloons. The amount of PR I got calls from like reporters wanting to do, ask me interview questions and stuff like that about my experience. I mean, some of them were silly. Some of them were, how did it make me feel? Come on. I mean, I thought it was a bit of a silly one, really, that one. But anyway, reporters, eh? We reported that to Gatwick as soon as it happened. I realised before we posted anything, I reported it to Gatwick and got in touch with them, and they did report back to us and said thank you very much, it's part of our investigation, and thank you for sending all the clips and stuff, and we'll investigate that further, and that might help us with that. So we're assuming it was that because it was reported by a couple of pilots on the radio that it was balloons and stuff. The other one that Brandon mentioned as well, which again it just was to happen that we were around at the time, was the bank holiday madness at Heathrow, where the IT systems went down at ATC across the UK. During the bank holiday Monday, I think it was August if I remember correctly, and it caused chaos. It did cause chaos. It was actually quite noticeable because we immediately realised that they had changed, or everything was in holding. So where we were filming takeoffs, they were holding them and they weren't doing anything. And then we realised that they were doing takeoffs first and then landings and takeoffs, and it was causing chaos in Heathrow because there was no space, because there was so many. They were trying to get so many onto the ground. They were trying to get them away from the air because they couldn't sort of monitor that well in the air. So they were trying to land as many planes as possible. But that was causing so much issue that Heathrow became clogged up, and we could see aircraft taxiing pretty much a maze around the airport just to alleviate the pressure of the airport, and we could see all the aircraft lined up just waiting to go into Terminal 5. But Terminal 5 was the heaviest hit because obviously BA had all their operations, mainly operations at Heathrow, so a lot of the BA planes were struggling to get stands that were free. It was I remember that very well. We're looking at we were watching that as well. I think there was a BA flight which was on the ground, landed, I think was on the ground for nearly 5 to 6 hours waiting for a stand. There was a news article about it as well. It was insane, really insane, but you know, Lou was remembering that with the IT issues. Okay, so probably the best one was the Heathrow ATC. Really interesting to watch. We did get a lot of numbers on that one because a lot of people started tuning in, and it was really interesting to see what happened, and fair play to the crew and also mainly the ATC. The ATC did amazing. We actually moved locations that day so we could carry on filming when they did the one-way change, and they actually delayed the switchover about 2 hours because of the cause of issue that they had and the chaos it was causing. my other favourite was ITA Airways here, the first or the second day of operation, and it got stuck. That was really interesting to see what they've done here. They handled it really well. I felt so sorry for the pilots. My heart went out to them because I think they felt it sounded very embarrassing for them. You wouldn't want to do that, would you? Cause a massive delay. It's great to see it has finally sort of established itself here at City Airport. It's increasing its service in April 1st. We're going to have Rome here. So 1st of April is going to be the Rome flight with an A220. So you're going to have two A220s operating with ITA Airways here, which is fantastic to see. Crayhawk, 6 AM this morning.
Fly 19 Foxtrot 724 degrees, 15 knots, 1526, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27, fly 19 Foxtrot.
Yeah, Wayne has been with us almost at the beginning. I was actually watching one of the first sort of live shows I did. I think it was here actually. I was at Stanton and we just added Wayne. So Wayne's been with us for a long time now, so over 2 years. So thank you, Wayne. Yeah, Brandon, it's so spot on there. I really felt for the controls. They got really bad publicity for that. It was blamed a lot on the controllers. They couldn't do much, and it was really nice to hear on the radio the pilots understanding the issues. I mean, I remember a female controller at Heathrow on the radio. And she even apologised to the crew, saying, "Really sorry what happened. It's been manic here." And I was saying, like you could hear the crew coming back to them and saying, "It's fine. It's not your problem. It's not your fault. We understand. It's one of those things." And that was really, really heartwarming to see. It really was. The understanding. They know. They've. I'm sure they've worked on. I've lost my arm. There you go. I'm sure they've had situations at their company where they know where things don't go the way they need to go, and it goes wrong. Daniel, we're hoping, my friend. We are hoping. I was actually meant to go to Lisbon this year, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too expensive compared to the other locations, so it just really didn't justify it, unfortunately. But I think we'll go before summer this time, because it seems that summer is getting very expensive in Lisbon now. KLM also getting ready to go. Should be able to get wind. I'm hoping to, Carl. I'm not going to say where. I am hoping to. I'll keep looking at prices. There's quite a few on the list for 2024. We might go back to a couple we've been to previously, but I want to do some new locations, and I realise we've not been to many UK locations, shall we say, as much as I'd like to be. So yes, I was also on the cards, and that's the plan. Daniel, I want to go to your location where the airport vehicles go. I think it's like a roundabout. I'm sure you get really close on the touchdown point on your streams. It looks fantastic, so I want to do that if I go next time. Oh, Wayne, that wasn't funny for me. That was a real... I mean, everyone said, when I said to them, I'm going Frankfurt, everyone said, good luck. And boy, weren't wrong. They were spot on. I have to say, as much as a fantastic location to spot at, the organisation of Frankfurt is absolutely shocking. It really is. It's getting better, but it's still not perfect. They lost the aircraft. They didn't lose the aircraft. They lost the tug to tow the aircraft. So we were waiting. It was the hottest day in Germany last year. We were waiting, and it was absolutely boiling hot. Remember, there was no air conditioning in the gate. They packed us all in the gate, and I got to the gate for myself. I've not seen the aircraft. Where's the aircraft? It should be here. Like we've got half an hour to our flight. This aircraft should be here. It's like, surely it's not there. And I knew, because I was tracking it before, it was parked. The A350 was parked up. It came in the night before. They park it in the hangar, and then they deliver it to the stand when it's the time for the flight to Helsinki. So I knew it was at Frankfurt, and we got there all of a sudden, and that's okay. Said there's a delay. I was like, okay. Then we said there's another delay. Like, what's going on here? And then I felt sorry for the gate agent, because it turned out she was on her own as well. I mean, that was even worse. In fact, she had a plane full of 200, 300 passengers, and she was supposed to manage them herself, all on her own. And then they told her we were going to have an hour delay, and they said they couldn't find the tug, or the tug couldn't find the aircraft. And everyone was perplexed on that one, because like, how do you lose a plane? How do you lose an Airbus A350? Is it even possible? But the funny thing about it, and I did document the whole scenario on Instagram. As she was making that announcement, there's this Finnair A350 being tugged. And everyone's getting excited, thinking, that's our plane, that's the one, here we go, we're going to go soon. And it was coming us, it passed us, and all of a sudden, it passed. And everyone was like, well, where's it going? It took a long wrong turning. The tug, how can a tug who's based at Frankfurt, who should know Frankfurt well, lose their location? Like, I don't know where they're going. It's mad, absolutely mad. So we just saw our plane travel past us, and that was it. We didn't see it again. And then they found another plane, which was the plane they were going to have tomorrow. So this plane, which had just come in, which was meant to be for tomorrow, is now our plane. It was filthy. They had to clean it out, and he did a very quick turnaround. In the end, we had a 4 hour delay. No, just under 4 yeah, it was 3 hours and 15 minutes. Really annoying, because it was under the time slot I could claim for as well. When we should have got there to Helsinki, we made a bit of time. We should have got there at 10 or 9 o'clock in the evening. We got there at 12:30 at night, and I had to get an Uber. Well, it wasn't an Uber, it was a private taxi that you can get at the airport. And it was the most expensive electric car I've ever had. It was for literally a 5-minute drive, and it really was a 5-minute drive, because I would normally use the train. The train stopped at 11 o'clock, and it was basically a €25 taxi for 5 minutes. 25 euros. Anyway, it is what it is. It's always experience, isn't it, folks? And it just, next time, be prepared when going to Frankfurt. That's what I've learned. Or try to avoid Frankfurt if you're going to travel there. Roland, hope you're well. Welcome to you. I'm taking off. Good luck on that wind. This might be interesting. I think for me, the highlight, probably if we're going to include both years, so last year as well, the highlight for me, because it was a bucket list for me, and unfortunately it was a sombering reason for being here, but it has to be Air Force One arriving at Stansted Airport. It was middle of the night. It was 11:50, I think it was, in the evening. It arrived. We got it in night vision, but it was amazing. I met some fantastic people as well who stayed the whole duration. Lots of people decided to stay that night. Obviously it was a sombering reason because it was the Queen's death, and it was to do with the funeral. That was the reason why Air Force One was here to transport the Queen, the President, to the UK to attend the funeral. So obviously, as much as it was an amazing experience to see this, there was a very sad, sombering reason that this was happening, which unfortunately, it meant that we saw that, and even now it's still a very sort of sad situation, because the Queen, the late Queen, was so much loved, and meant a lot to people. So it was a very weird time when that did happen. Stream as well, wasn't it, Wayne? 7 hours that long. We started at, I think it was 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I think it was 5 o'clock, wasn't it? I actually got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was trying to stay as long as I can because I knew I'd be there late, so I was trying to avoid getting there as early, but I was kept looking on the community chats on Facebook of the area, and also looking at the traffic on Google Maps, and I could see where I normally park. That was solid red, and it's never red. It's never ever even had a colour because it doesn't have traffic. But it was everything. Everyone was lined up their cars. Everyone parked there. It was so busy, and by 1 o'clock I thought, no, I'm not leaving any longer because I don't want to miss it. I'm going to go. So I decided to go. Got myself a McDonald's for my dinner. Had a McDonald's. And that was it. We're till about 12 o'clock at night. What an experience to say I've done it. What a feel that was. We got some fantastic aircraft. We really did. It wasn't just Air Force One. We got the South Korean 747 and the Japanese 777. Amazing opportunity. That so many came in, and fair play to Stansted team. They did a blind about that day, that week really, because it was so busy for a minute. She had died in that week, in that window of a week or two. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. That's the wind. That's the noise is the wind, folks. I'm actually being pushed. Hold on, I'm actually being pushed. This wind is crazy. What is the weather conditions? Hang on. 20 knots now at City Airport. Yeah, so many of you joined us. We had a really big numbers for that one. It was a fantastic show and a real sort of amazing experience to see. Really was, and we caught, I think we did, was it 2 days of streaming that day? Yeah, 2 days of streaming. We did the Saturday when they all arrived, and we did the Sunday as well, and then I think we did the Monday was the funeral, wasn't it? I can't remember. I don't think we did the Monday or not. I don't think we did, but yeah, it was really busy, so we had some fantastic opportunities here on the show. A shout out to, like I say, Stansted Airport, because they handled that really well. Sorry, look what's going on here. They're doing turnaround. They did some fantastic. I was talking to the Stansted Essex Police Stansted Division, who organised Plane Watch, where we do our shows, and she was telling us at the time how busy it was. I mean, unbelievable, really was unbelievable. Wayne, yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was the summer stream we did. That was a good night. It really was a good night. And a shout out to Renaissance, fantastic team, very friendly hotel. They really look after us well. Fantastic rooms as well. Nice breakfast, actually. Weird to think that's 2 years. Doesn't feel like 2 years. Feels like it was this year, but no, 2 years ago. Clive, good morning to you. Hope you're well. Hope you and Mrs. are good. Family's good. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you had a good one. Great to see you. Yeah, if you want a fantastic runway location for Heathrow, I strongly recommend getting the runway views at Renaissance. They are fantastic, and also what's really nice is they clean the windows regularly, because it's one of their sort of main selling points. So you get a really good view from the windows if you want to take some photos. Probably not fantastic for filming, but in the actual room, but outside is also nice as well. It's a great location.
I'm ready to start.
Home 60, hello to you. I've reached my also.
Leslie White, welcome to you. Hope you're well. Yeah, Graham, there's not much I can do about the wind and the noise coming. Like I say, it is tucked into my lapel, so it's actually quite protected from the wind. If I was to take it out, you wouldn't hear me at all. So my voice might break up because the mic's struggling to pick me up with the wind. Apologies for that, but there's not much I can really do about that. It is one of the things when you've got really high winds. Thankfully, it is cleared up and it's no longer sort of pouring with rain now, so that's a plus. Yeah, that was a bit of a freak rain cloud, that. Ooh, that's way high. I can't get that one. A350 above us, but way past our normal location of viewing. Okay. We've got passengers here for Seafire. Whoa, that really did tripod there. With the box. Christ, forever. Ian Cafe Spotter says, good morning everyone, happy Thursday, hope everyone is doing well. Thank you very much to you. I'm doing good as well. We have a slight break in operations in this window, but we will get something soon. Luxair is on the move, which is going to be very interesting. It's the Antwerp flight. So she is in the air. She is coming into where is she now currently? Hang on. Just coming in past Southend on Sea. So coming into the Thames estuary. So who gets a little bit of a break after New Year's? Because I haven't, and I'm jealous. 2nd of January I'm back to work. Really gutted because sometimes we're back on like the 5th and 6th, but nah, 2nd this time. It's going to be a real shock to the system. We have to make sure I'm souped up for it. Who gets a little break? I should point out we are going to actually take a little break in January, so we're not going to be back from the first week of January. We'll be back 2nd week is the plan. We'll confirm as well. We have booked our dates with Stansted as well, so we've got Stansted coming up soon as well. But as I said last time, it's been a fantastic year, and a huge thank you to everyone who has joined us and supported us. We've reached some amazing milestones from the channel this year, 11,000 subscribers and counting. I cannot tell you how immensely proud I am to say that number, and how much I owe you guys of gratitude to actually supporting me. Amazing. Mods as well, you've been amazing. I know I'm going to start the thanks early. I know I've got that sort of all in my head what I'm going to say to you guys at the end. But it's been amazing. Hello. Little friendly dog. Fair play, he has said. Back on the second, but it's not too bad for him because it's the first time in years that he's not had to cover Boxing Day or New Year. So he's had a bit of a break on the break than normal. So he's happy with that. So well done, mate. Glad you're happy with that one. That's the wind, sorry folks. It's going to be very interesting to see the Antwerp flight arrive here. They're going to struggle with that. Really are. If the winds continue when they arrive. It's weird, it's not that cold, it's mild, it's just the wind is really fierce. You guys do a lot for Christmas, put out New Year's Eve. Some people like to celebrate. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge New Year's Eve celebrator. I'm not one of these going out to parties and big parties or bars. I'll be honest, that sort of thing really puts me off because it's so busy. I've done it before, it's so busy to go. Not my cup of tea really. Ours is a bit of a chilled one, to be honest. We just go round to a family's house and that's it really, to celebrate it there. Welcome the New Year's around there. A few drinks, a few pics, chilled, relaxed. I'm not a big New Year's person. I could easily sleep through New Year's, to be fair. It's Christmas for me. It's always a big one for me, Christmas. Tell me, do you have any New Year's resolutions? I'm going on a detox, I have to say. I'm going to be good. Carl says, can't beat a chilled out New Year's. Yep, totally agree. Few drinks, get the Asti out. I don't like champagne and I don't like Prosecco, so it's Asti for me. I buy loads of bottles of Asti, and I even, not being horrible, the cheaper stuff's fine. I normally get the Asti Martini, what's it called, Asti Martini, but Sainsbury's own brand, taste the difference. Asti, nice stuff it is. So I'll get a few more bottles of that. Over Boxing Day I was on the old cocktails. Oh, I had a nice cocktail. Quite a few nice cocktails to be fair, but the main one I was drinking was it's called See You Later. It's a blue sea sort of colour. So we were having that, had gin in it. That was nice. I might take that over there, but you've got to take the cocktail shaker. I can't bother to take that. Carl says, quitting smoking is the big one for me. Well done to you. Good luck to you, my friend. That's what I'd say. Lee says, want to go back to Myrtle Avenue and Zurich, Lewis? Definitely. Lee, if you are going to Myrtle Avenue, give me a bell, mate. Maybe you'll go over when I'm there and we'll do a meet up. Clive, no problem at all. You take care. Look, you got to listen to the missus at the end of the day. I get it. Whatever gives you a happy life, eh? Clive, to you and your family, to the missus, a Merry Christmas to you. I hope you had a good one, and a Happy New Year, and here's to 2024. Thank you for joining us and for your continued support on the channel and on also Facebook community page. So huge thank you to you. Take care, Clive. Wish you all the best and enjoy your celebrations there. So a lot changing over the new year. We are investing in, like I said to you, revealed a couple of months back, we've got a new encoder coming which will enable us to do 4K. I'm also potentially, as much as this is a 4K camera, and it gets the camera itself is a 4K camera, it can stream in 4K. Unfortunately the encoder can't, so I have to downgrade the resolution for it to view the HDMI output to 1080p, and it's I like to film in 4K because it means I can record in 4K as well, and it helps me doing that with this encoder. So my plan is 4K resolution on the stream very soon. Looking forward to that. We'll be doing testing with that, so we'll announce some testing soon, probably in a couple of months' time. My plan is by summer we will be filming in 4K, which is a real exciting thing to say on this channel. It's a real leap, and it means that it enables us to use new technology as well, and some new information on the stream. We'll be able to give you sort of flight statuses and stuff like that on the stream, and have that overlaid onto the stream. So really looking forward to that. We're preparing for that one as well. We're also potentially, we might be purchasing, even though it's a 4K camera, I might switch and go to a DSLR with a long telescopic lens, because it has more light in there, which means on night shows we can stream in full colour more than using anything else, or have a really poor sort of grainy picture. So that is the sort of dream. The 4K is reality, that's happening. The new camera might come this year, if not, it'll be next year. We have to remember, if I get a new DSLR camera, including the lens, we're talking thousands of pounds. So yeah, it depends if I can spread the cost out and financially afford it. Emma, good luck to you. I'll be doing the same, my friend. I need to lose a bit of weight as well. We've all decided at work we'll be sort of good. We've let ourselves go. If the sound quality is a bit bad, apologies, but like I say, it's not much I can do about that. The mic is in my lapel, it is tucked away, but the wind, you have to appreciate the wind is really strong today. So strong that it's actually blowing over the tripod, so I'm actually having to hold the tripod down to anchor it down. Even with my bag as a weight, it's pushing the bag off, and the bag's actually quite weighty. So yeah, it's it's a very strong gust today. It's causing a bit of problems for traffic as well. Now, the Antwerp flight we are expecting soon. It's currently 3,000 feet. It's over Dartford at the moment. This is Luxair, which is Luxair 4682 with the de Havilland Dash 8 400. This is going to be an incredibly tricky flight to arrive because of the wind conditions. So we will film that, we'll record it as well. It's pretty standard, isn't it? Everyone sort of says wait, but honestly, I get it. Good luck to everyone with their New Year's resolutions. I hope it goes well. I'm probably going to go back onto me low carb diet, because that does work for me. I lost quite a few pounds on that one. Well, a few stone, to be honest. Got to get back into a few t-shirts. Oh.
Measuring variation south to west from which 7 clear to land.
Carl, apologies, I think I made you a mod. You can stay on as a mod for today if you want. My mistake, I think that might have been the weather. Don't know what happened there. We'll keep you on for now, Carl, if that's alright with you. Just for today. I don't even know. I've got to be hang on. Oh, it's me. Hang on. Let me change that, because I've removed that because it made you quite a powerful one. Sorry, buddy. It's no offense. It's not taking I don't trust you. I do. I can put you back on if you want. It's not even moon rain. That was literally. There was a speck of water, would you believe, from the rain earlier. It was just things onto the actual screen on the phone. And let me make him a standard. Maybe I'm managing one. None of the mods are managing, I don't think. There we go. There we go. Maybe it was fate there, Carl. That is so weird. That is so weird how it's just. That was two specks of water on the screen, which the phone thought it was a fingerprint, and that has actually enabled you as managing mod. That's amazing. Oh, brilliant. I put you down as a standard one. Everyone else is standard, so I can't make you. Can't you make that? Nabil, welcome to you. Hope you're good, my friend. Congratulations and welcome to our latest flight crew. No, Gordon, we are here. Luxair is here. There she is. She's a bit of a distance, but we've got her, and there she is. You can see straight away she's struggling with this wind. So we'll just focus on her here. This is slight delayed as well, Luxair. Oh, handled like a pro. How smooth was that Luxair coming in? And if you think the weather or the wind has died down, it ain't. Look at the wingsock when it passes it in a moment. Look at that. Look at that windsock. That is the weather it is currently doing. That's no easy matter there for that Luxair, that Dash 8, because that is a small plane battered around by the wind there. So they handle that very well. Michael, careful now. Yeah, just to just to echo what Wayne's just said. Nabil, thank you so much for joining the flight crew and your support. Much appreciated, my friend. Nabil has, if you head on over to his channel, Nabil does some great simulation streams as well. And his Instagram page is always interesting to watch as he posts here. He's very lucky to be working around Heathrow. So yeah, some great images and pictures that he posts on Instagram. I hope you're well as well. Hope the family's good. Nabil, were you working Christmas? I know some of your airlines was operating at Heathrow on Christmas Day that you worked for, so yeah, I hope it wasn't too busy. He was working. No, I kept an eye on the flight radar this day. Most of the BA flights have been, well, the schedule had been reduced. I think they weren't flying BA flights until sort of in the evening. I noticed a lot of the sort of lunchtime flights or daytime flights been cancelled. Shout out to Ryanair, by the way, because Ryanair ceased operations during Christmas and they gave all their staff a holiday, so shout out to them, because that's becoming quite rare now with airlines that their staff get a break during Christmas. So yeah, a lot of airlines are choosing not to do that and sort of take the opportunity of getting passengers out on Christmas Day, which, you know, 10-20 years ago that was never a thing. That was everything stopped. You know, UK airspace was empty, but now it's more becoming a pretty normal or reduced sort of day across the skies of the UK. But it's always nice to see that staff get a bit of a break. So yeah, shout out to Ryanair for taking that decision. If you looked at Stansted on Christmas Day, apart from a few of the low cost carriers like Jet, all the Turkish carriers, and Qatar with the cargo, and Emirates, they were the only ones sort of operating really. There was one or two EasyJet flights, not many Jet2 either. In fact, I think Jet2 didn't operate either, but it was empty at Stansted. So it was just cargo flights really. Yeah, there are a lot of A380s at Heathrow, I noticed, Wayne. Yeah, I noticed that. See if we can zoom in to the turnaround here of Lux. Yes, I noticed that as well. They did dabble with that in. They had an October advert, Goosey, Yeah, I saw the first one I saw was October. I think it was like some sort of. I think it was. Do you know what I think it was? It was the Black Friday deals they were advertising. But yeah, I noticed that. Now that's a real shocker with Ryanair, because that's not normal protocol with Ryanair. Ryanair have always been, we don't need advertising. That was exactly it really with Heathrow. A lot of the Middle Eastern countries which don't celebrate Christmas normally as a national holiday were the ones which didn't stop their service, but you know, which is what you would expect, to be fair. It was the same at Stansted. You could really tell the operators who don't celebrate Christmas, which was like the Turkish ones, the Middle Eastern, Qatar, Emirates, all had flights on at Stansted. It was interesting though, because BA had flights at Gatwick but didn't really have that many flights at Heathrow. I know that's a different division because it was Euroflyer normally. And what was interesting was a lot of the European airports still have Swiss, Zurich. A lot of the Swiss flights were still going ahead as normal. They didn't seem to have a reduced service at all. So quite a lot of the Swiss airports continued their service. We should see Flyer go off very soon. They've just moved the stairs away onto 20, stand 20. You can see Flyer moving. This moving right now is the Ibiza flight operated here. This Flyer 17 Zulu. That's going to be our next departure that we see heading out. So any new Christmas games did you play over the Christmas holiday? There was one we were playing, two actually we were playing in the family. It was the 5 words game. That's a really good one. We sort of adapted that from oh well, what was it now? I think it was a radio show, Absolute Radio. If you follow Absolute Radio, watch 5 words, 5 grand. We adapted that. We did 5 words, 5 chocolate coins. It's a really hard game because what it is, you get 5 random words. You pick a player to play with you. That player goes away out of a room. You tell the first player those 5 words. So, for instance, what would you say if you said up? The next word might be down, whatever. And you can say the next word that comes to your mind. You write them down, you take note, and you ask the same question, the same words, to the second player who comes back in the room. And if they match those 5 words, you obviously win the prize. If you don't get anything. And it is quite a hard game because it's interesting when people go different routes and you're thinking, why have you chosen that one? There's some weird ones being chosen there by some of the family members. And the other game we were playing was what's it called? What was it called? It was a fish game. It was called Fish Truth or Tales, I think it was. And you get a fish, and if your fish was red on the other side, you couldn't reveal what it was either. But if your fish, when you turned it over, was red, it means you tell a lie. If your fish was blue, it means you tell the correct answer that is on the card that the player has played. And you have to, and the guesser has to work out who is telling the truth. And whoever they get out get more points. It was actually a really good game, really good game. So if you've got that, I recommend playing it. We're going to take it over to ours for New Year's Eve and play that as well. That's a really good game for us one. Right, I mentioned it earlier. We were going to see Flyer heading off. They're starting the engines. Welcome back to Lynn. guys can actually hear me. That water's really rapid. Oh my god. Even panning, even moving the camera is hard because the wind's pushing it the other way. You can see the wind direction currently. Look at that windsock, that's right next to the plane. And that is what they are doing with the crosswinds on takeoff. Yeah, Carl, really strong waves on the Thames today. You can tell it's really choppy today with the wind. We're actually waiting at the moment just for the wind to calm down. We just heard it on the radio. There we go.
Proceeding to, you can confirm 3 sector is 7.
Look at that. You see that crosswind that gets picked up there? You see it trying to bank to the left. That wasn't an input from the pilots. That was the crosswind. And now you can see it really crabbing now. Look at that. Almost can see the side of the body now. That is crabbing. That is what you call crabbing there. It's going in a sideways direction there on the wind. And that's actually going straight, but it's really strong, the wind, really strong now. Yeah, sorry, I should have quite enough. This is a technical term. This is the Royal Docks. This is like a man-made dock area which was originally made for the arrivals of trade ships when they used to have well, there's no airport here. Where the airport is, there used to be an old dock for ship, the dockyard, and all the sort of international trade would come here. This is why it's called the Royal Docks of Greenwich. That wind. For inbound now, struggling with this wind, is the Frankfurt flight. And we are seeing gusts of 22 now.
Thank you very much. Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike.
good morning, fly 97.
Yes, it is. It's actually not a cruise ship, Carl. It's actually a luxury yacht, which I believe was built in the 80s or 90s, and it's still decorated inside exactly how it was when it was a private ship, or a private yacht. So it's huge. I think it's a 5-floor yacht, which they've made it into like a floating hotel, and it's got. The cabins it's got was the original rooms. So each sort of individual hotel room is how it was, I believe, when it was a yacht. I don't know who it was originally owned it, but it's still there. It's by the docks. A friend of mine actually stayed in it. Yeah, I think Walk With Me Tim did a video on it on his YouTube channel. It looked impressive. And obviously you get the aircraft no matter what direction, either in or out, over the aircraft. You get a view of it, of the aircraft from in and out of London City, so it's fantastic as well. It's got a nice deck to it. Yeah, I saw that video as well, Carl. Oh.
Bravo, thank you. Landing copy 1959. I want you to know.
Oh, good old coffee. Right. We've got another inbound Amsterdam flight from City Fire. This is City Fire 96 Alpha. Waiting to take off as well is City Fire 1 Juliet Bravo to Dusseldorf. We've got the Amsterdam flight first. That's going to be another tricky one. Winds are quite high again. She is currently quite high up in the sky, so she's going to take a steep dive down to try and avoid the strong crosswinds at the moment. She's now currently 1,400 feet and she's now descending. She is less than 1 mile from the airport. So real steep decline here, which is pretty normal, but an even steeper one than we normally get here at London Sea. I mean, as much as that'd be amazing, Carl, I don't think it would be much benefit to you guys. Then we've had rain, we've had high winds, it's all happening now. You can see it's struggling now. Whoa. Yeah, really shoveled that one. Done well though to cover. I believe that yacht is set to move soon. It's still there, I believe. They will be moving it soon. Mike, well, welcome to you. Hope you're well. Good morning to you. For everyone who's just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help us out. Okay, Düsseldorf flight next. Here we go. Wow, that's steep. That is really steep. I'm almost at full pivot on the tripod here just to capture that. That was really a steep climb. Is it pivot or tilt? You know what I meant. Sound like Ross and Friends. Pivot! Pivot! So some way to get out of London City fast. Brilliant. Travel Markers, welcome to you. Hope you're well. Will BA ever fly the A318 or 19 or 20, anything here? Short answer, unfortunately, is going to be no. We've seen those days gone now. The once demand with an A318 operating a short, a sort of direct flight from JFK here. Well, I say JFK, a short direct flight. It was a stopover in Shannon. Those are long gone now. The two aircraft that they had are now being, even been dismantled. If I think one's sold, I think they've both been dismantled now. And they're long gone, I'm afraid, those days. The A320 and A319 was never certified to fly here, so you'd never have that. It's simply the length of runway they need to make it safe, just in case they had to do an emergency stop. And also, we have to remember the A318, which was certified here, was actually not a normal A318. It was actually a specialised configured one, which had a special steep approach mode installed on it. And BA are the only operators which had it. It was almost like a trial from Airbus, and they decided to put it on, see what it's like, and if it worked. And then they thought, well, if it worked, we can do it, and we'll have it. But it never really caught on. There was never really that much demand for that because of the configuration of the aircraft. Don't forget, the A318 was a specialised configured aircraft, which also was never full. It had 20 odd seats in full business class configuration. So the weight that we had on that aircraft, or you had on that aircraft, would be a lot less than a normal A318, say from EasyJet or something like that. So when you encode the weight, the distance that they would need for the runway to land and to take off is just not safe here. And due to the restrictions around the airport and the land around the airport, it's very unlikely we'll see a runway extension now at City Airport. You've got to remember also there are buildings around the airport on either side of it, so the restrictions unfortunately just don't go in favour. that's where we're seeing these aircraft like the A220, which can carry more passengers and can carry and can climb and take off at a much quicker rate and shorter distance. So, which is why we're seeing these type of aircraft. So what you'll probably see is Seaflyer choosing, and I would be very surprised if they don't make a decision this in 2024, because they're going to have to soon. But we'll start seeing potentially a refresh of aircraft, because these E195s from Seaflyer are incredibly old now. They got rid of the E190s 3 years ago, and now have just got a full E1195 fleet with Seaflyer. Now they are due to get new ones. They haven't decided what they're going to do. It might be E2, it might be the A220. Both options are available to the airline. It all depends on how it works. Now, no matter what happens with City Airport, and I've been saying this for a long time now, City Airport have an issue where they are going to have to address this section here of the airport, because the stands 3 to 10, or 3 to 9 I should say, are quite small and only can take the E190 and E195, not the E2 variants. So they either spread the gates along, so they make them wider, but it still has an issue with taxiing. So it's an issue which they are having to address. It's an issue that they are having to think about, and you will see eventually changes happen around the airport, because they're going to have to make changes to the airport in order to cater for the modern aircraft. Stands 20 and above are absolutely fine. They're further spaced out, and there's lots more room taxi wise as well for the aircraft. There's no sort of buildings in the way, because they're like a remote sort of stand which have buses to them. So it all depends on what they do. Wind. Trail Master says they definitely need a lot of money then if they wanted to keep up with the times. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, since about 3 years ago they started that. They originally didn't have a taxiway going straight to the runway at the end of the runway here over at 27, but they've now got that taxiway, which means that they can take on more flights, they can manage the traffic a lot better, and it also means that they can include more gates, as they've done up to 26 I think it is now. So they are adapting. There is investment going in. There's a lot happening. The building is also getting redone, which is great to see. Don't rule out London City yet. There's still a need for London City, and it's still showing to be quite popular with passengers. In fact, numbers have been growing, so it's great to see that. And we're seeing new airlines like ITA Airways coming to London City. I believe Eastern is going to be doing a little bit of some flights there as well. So we will see that happening, and we will see the airport evolve soon, which is great to see. Because as much as this airport does get a bit of stick from the locals around the airport, the actual infrastructure and the actual local economy really benefits from this airport. There's quite a few hotels around the area. It's got great links into the City of London, far better in my opinion, more direct than Heathrow does, because it's a lot quicker to get into London than than it is in Heathrow. You're a stone throw away from Greenwich, and you're a stone throw away from the O2. So the airport has a huge benefit to others in London. Amir, welcome to you. Hope you're well. So as much as the local residents sometimes try and sort of block, and even the council behind me, Newham, even tries to restrict, but it's still a valuable airport, and it's still a justified airport in my mind, and many as well. Just remembered, Wayne, when we were doing the Stansted, the Mammoth stream, the Coronation one, I think I went through nearly 2 or 3 battery packs on that day because we were there for so long. Just remember that. I'm not too sure, Travel Masters, actually. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Either that or Biggin Hill, I would imagine he'd use. But I would imagine he does. I mean, there is a very good corporate jet section here at City. So whether his plane still flies here, I'm not sure. Okay, Luxair will be starting up soon as well, which is why we're focusing on them. It's mainly departures in this window now, but we'll see. Okay, engine starting up, I can hear from the dash, there she goes.
Flight 7027 showing bad traffic via Mike lined up runway 27.
Line up by Mike, and we are ready by 7027.
I'm not reading that one out, Michael. Okay, Sea Flyer is just about to land. This is the Berlin flight we're going to see in a moment. This is Flyer 7027 that we're about to see. I will focus on that very soon once it's lined up. But I appreciate you guys probably want to see a prop plane start up. Takes a bit of time for a prop plane to get ignition, to be fair. But we'll focus over. Ignition's about to start right now. I can see the rotation of the aircraft propellers. We're at, there you go, ignition there. That is ignition. And that means I can move over because we're rolling now for the Berlin flight. Move the tripod left again, that wind. This is going to be a tricky one, I have to say, for the Dash. Really. That wind, if that wind continues, we're at Dash 8. So giving you an update with ITA Airways, I mentioned it earlier, we were expecting a ITA Airways A220 earlier this morning around about 8 o'clock. That was diverted back to Milan. The update is that it's still in Milan and they've pushed back the afternoon flight, the lunchtime flight now. So that's not expected until about 1:30, which should be 1:10. Now it suggests what they're doing is they're compiling both passengers into one flight, and then passengers who need a connecting flight have the option to use the Heathrow route. I believe they do a Heathrow Milan flight, I'm pretty sure they do, ITA. But caused a little bit of issue. I think it has to do with the weather we had this morning. The winds were very strong this morning, so they did take off the A220 in ITA. They took off and then immediately turned back round and came back in to Milan, which makes me suggest that they looked at the weather report and deemed it not satisfactory to land, because normally what would probably happen is they would be put into a holding position, wasting a lot of fuel in order to land safely. Right, so not much happening next up. So what we might suggest, folks, got no arrivals. I think might call this one the last flight. Now stick around because I will show the 2023 montage video to you guys. We'll play it on this stream and then I'll release it later on, probably today or tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow, as a full video. But I'll play the full video on this stream so we can all enjoy it together in the chat. It gives me a bit of a window also to sort of say a massive thank you to everyone as well for this year. It's been a fantastic year, and it's nice that we can finish up on the beautiful Dash as well, the Dash 8. Bear with me 1 minute, I want to clean this this lens because it's absolutely filthy with the rain. Hang on. That's better. Yeah, Leslie, that's what I mean. A lot of the schedule's been ripped up pretty much today because of the weather, and I've just noticed there's another sort of very menacing cloud coming over, which I kind of want to avoid. So I've had enough being soaked yet again. But we're simply alright here for now. Like I say, we'll make this final flight takeoff, and then I'll show you, I'll do our sort of thank yous and goodbyes. And it's been a great year, it really has, and honestly you guys are amazing. I'm already starting and realising, but yeah, I'll show you quickly what I mean about the weather, because you can see how beautiful it is currently on that side of the airport. Now if I just pan over to the right and go over to central London, that is central London, folks. It's a lot different, isn't it? A lot different indeed. Pretty muggy, like not muggy, so hazy and dark clouds, which suggests it's going to rain again, and I think we're going to have that coming our way. You can see at the moment City Airport has cleared out quite considerably as well. Only 2 on this side, and the rest are all parked up on the other side. Now don't forget, these 2 flights here won't be going anywhere just yet, and not until this evening, so it means that there'll be quite a big gap. There's no arrivals either for a good few minutes, actually, for potentially a good half an hour or so. So we'll enjoy this, watch and see what happens. The wind is still quite strong here for the Dash 8. Let's see what happens. This is Luxair Dash 8. This is Luxair 4612 going to Luxembourg. Now the Dash 8 is enabled to do a steep climb like the other jets can, because it is a turboprop, and we'll probably see her being pushed about in a moment from the wind. There you go, can you see that already? Look at that. In fact, they've had to sort of level off a little bit so they can get a little bit more speed. But that is the weather at the top there, and the crosswinds that the Lux is dealing with the Dash 8. It's going into the cloud actually, so we're going to start losing it visibility side. But you can see it's battling that wind. Already banking there, trying to get away from the cloud. We don't want to get too close to that rain cloud, because that is some nasty weather over there. Passengers seem to be boarding here for City Flyer. Kev, welcome to you. You just coming out the one, mate. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Hope you're well rested. Did have a very good Christmas. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're good as well. Guys, before we start getting a real sort of weather again, because it is starting to rain yet again, and the wind is really ramping up. Hope you can hear me. again. Here we've got the absolute carnage. So we've got a runway check happening at the moment by ops. So guys, before I play out the video of the montage, it's been a fantastic year yet again. Numbers have been phenomenal, and that is all thanks to you guys. To everyone, flight crew members, to the moderators, you guys are absolutely amazing. We'll be back next year, 2024. Here's to the new year. Honestly, you guys have been fantastic. It's been a wonderful year with great memories, which we've been discussing earlier. I just want to say a huge thank you for all the support that I have got from you guys. Honestly, you don't realise what it means. It means me continuing. It means me actually believing what we're doing is right, and I'm so proud to say that to you guys. You will be also proud, because you know, thank you for sticking around, thank you for supporting the channel, making it what it is today. To the mods who, you know, we've got mods who started with us at the beginning of Rain, and some who are new, but yet every single one of you guys puts an absolute effort into the channel, and gives me so many advice and guidance. So thank you to you guys. I hope you have a fantastic new year as well, and a good rest. Like I say, we won't be back until the second week of January. We're going to take a break for the first week. It's been an amazing year, and once again I want to thank everyone for that. Thank you so much for the lovely comments. You guys are amazing. Before I'm going to absolutely get thrown away by the wind here, blown away here, let's enjoy our 2023 highlights, shall we? And we'll come back afterwards. diamond formation. There we go. Absolute beauty. Wow, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did on that one, but thank you so much for all the kind comments. You guys are amazing, for all of the emojis of London Planespotting that the flight crews have done. Honestly, when I was playing that, the wind just got ridiculously heavy yet again, so I think we're packing up at the right time. But honestly, you guys, absolutely amazing. I'm so proud to do this for you guys, and the numbers where we have grown to makes me so proud, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I wish you all a happy new year and a really restful one, whatever you're doing. We'll be back 2024, much bigger than this year as well. We'll come back and we'll be stronger, hey? Amazing guys, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful New Year's. We'll see you around, and goodbye from myself here at London Planespotting. Have a great evening, a great day.